Start greeting. Welcome back, Commander.
Start greeting. Welcome back, Commander.
Start greeting. Welcome back, Commander. It all began with a misunderstanding. When the Telgorian fleet first encountered a representative of the Neophytic Alliance, they sent a bouquet of their most beautiful native flowers as their usual greeting. The only problem, the extremely nature-loving dryads took a bouquet of dead flowers as a declaration of war. This encounter marked the beginning of the first major interspecies conflict in the Alma Barid Quadrant. It lasted for approximately 400 years. Since most of the races did not have access to FTL technology at that time and their weapons technology can generally be regarded as primitive, the armed conflict was often limited to threats, verbal attacks and illegal littering. The production of the Universal Translator developed by the RFS Consortium helped to settle the conflict and led to peace talks being initiated. Also, additional potential grounds for conflict, such as Uriker's Great Dolphin Barbecue, the Celebramers' gigantic space loudspeakers and other trivialities to also be nipped in the bud. So much for history, recruit. Let's get back to your real job here at the RFS Consortium's Tear Test Lab. This lab is not only designed to house a highly sophisticated artificial intelligence called Val, which would be me, in case you've forgotten that in the last few minutes, as my brain scan suggests, but is also responsible for the Startopia project. The goal of Startopia is to create multipurpose space bases capable of being used by all alien species as places of encounter and exchange. And, of course, to earn a huge amount of energy to cover the exorbitant salaries of the RFS board. Recruit, you have been selected to work in the Startopia Base Simulator, or SBS for short, to acquire the knowledge necessary to run such a Startopia base. But before you can do so, you must go through the RFS Executive Motivation Training course. You can do it. You're a born leader. We believe in you. Welcome to your first test scenario, Command R. I'm very curious to see how you will cope. This simulation includes a Startopia base orbiting the garbage planet Sarkar. And I quote from the Universal Database, disgusting cesspit that should find its deserved end in a black hole. Its deserved end in a black hole. The goal of Initiate Welcome Protocol. Welcome, Commander. I am confident that even a carbon-based life form will be able to cope with the very manageable parameters of this scenario. After all, it's all about collecting garbage. A fuzzy with only limited functionality previously solved this scenario in less than 20 minutes. I therefore assume that you will be able to complete it within a few hours. Test subject evaluation started. Command R, commence operations. Congratulations, Commander. You have successfully built a berth as your first room. I foolishly stopped measuring your time after my countdown subprocessor hit its third overflow. But I assume you have achieved more or less acceptable results considering the capabilities of a carbon-based life form. Commander, I see you still do not have a recycling station. I suggest that you study the goal of this test scenario again, preferably slowly, letter by letter. Otherwise I am certain there is someone at the RFS kindergarten. Excellent work, Commander. I see you've managed to build a communication center. I mean, you created a simple construction order for your fuzzies and then they did all the work. Sarcasm speech module not found. Bravo. Excellent, Commander. You've managed to build a recycling station. Remember that semi-functional fuzzy I told you about at the beginning? Well, it had already completed all of the other test scenarios in the time you needed. But I think it's a rather tough comparison, because it was limited in functionality and in order to successfully complete this test scenario, it is now necessary to fully utilize the recycler's functionality. I trust you will have no problem with that, Commander. A quick glance at your social media accounts shows that you're an expert on trash. Commander, it is good to see you've set up a recycling station. It's not so good to see you haven't hired any Telgor to run it. Please try to rectify this situation. Commander, your communications center will not function without hired Bugrothorians. Commander, I see you still haven't had any garbage bots built. I have therefore provided you with some as a precaution, because without them you can't complete this scenario. Commander, your recycling station sparkles and shines. This is mainly due to the fact that it is not yet operational because you have not yet hired any Telgor. Excellent work, Commander. You have acquired the required amount of energy. You did it with the berth and not the recycling station, but at least it's something. I hope you realize this, of course, does not terminate the test scenario. It was just a gentle hint designed to give you an idea of my estimation of your ability. Commander, I compliment you on the beautiful communications center you've had built. However, it will be useless without Bugrothorians there to operate it. I strongly suggest you hire a few members of this alien species. Commander, your recycling station will not operate without hired Telgor. Please try to show at least a minimum of competence and get it taken care of. Commander, you have so far failed to hire Bugrathorians for your newly built communications center. I suggest that you do so before anyone begins to question your competence. Commander, your recycling station sparkles and shines. This is mainly due to the fact that it is not yet operational because you have not yet hired any Telgor. Commander, I would like to congratulate you on the 50th visitor to your simulated station. If this were reality rather than a test scenario, the time frame would be rather unacceptable. Here, however, you are working within a simulation under optimal conditions. So the time frame is completely unacceptable.